In this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can train your own AI music generator model. So let's get started. Hey everyone, Barry from Music Tech Info here. Hope you're doing well today. So I'm really excited about this. I recently did a video on Mureka. .ai, which is an AI music generator, kind of alternative to Suno if you're familiar with Suno or UGO. And Mureka has really caught up with, in terms of its latest models, about competing with those other platforms. So I did a feature on Mureka and it wasn't sponsored. Anyway, I got in touch with them because I got really excited about something in particular. And that was, if you can see my screen, this option here, you can see you've got your Mureka 7.5, 7.6 and O2 models. So O2 is the latest model, but also 7.6. They're kind of two different models. But the O2 is the best model. But there's this down here. Create a personalized model that fits your musical taste and requirements. Now, to get this, it was $99. So I did reach out to them and I said, look, I'd love to feature this on my channel. So they've activated it for me. So it is sponsored video, but it's my own point of view in terms of reviewing it. So I'm really looking forward to this because I haven't yet come across a platform where you can do this, and you need quite a lot of songs to help build the model, which makes sense, right? And it's garbage in, garbage out. So if you put in rubbish music, then you'll get rubbish out. So if I have a look at this, you can see here it's a one-time payment of $99, right? Train your custom AI music model. Create a model that understands your unique musical preferences. What you need to do, you need to have between 100 to 200 songs in order to extract your musical DNA. Now, I'm one of the fortunate people, as a music artist known as Cyber Monday, synth pop music, that I do have that amount of music in my back catalogue because I've been going officially since around 2006. So I've got upon hundreds and hundreds of tracks to actually feed in this model. But remember, you could use things like demos, you could do remixes maybe, but it depends how much you want to tailor it, okay? It takes about 3 hours to start generating, so you do need to upload all of your tracks. You can do it all in one go, which is really cool. Walk away from the laptop, come back to the platform in around 3 hours time, and then you can actually start using that model to generate your music. This can be great for things like generating tracks that resemble your style and influence. It's just such a cool way because obviously we're relying heavily on some platforms, copyrightable material, and you may want to be able to use a model that just suits your style. So this is really for that. And it says here, perfectly captures your signature musical style. So what I'll talk about now is how I actually produce my model, and I'll show you some screenshots in terms of how I did that. So this is the model that I produced here. It's called CM. So what you can see, it's 2 credits per song. It can sometimes be 4 for some reason. I think it depends what you put in to the input. Determines how many credits that is. It started at 4 and then it changed it to 2. So don't quote me on that. It really depends what the platform's doing at the time. So when you've paid the payment, you'll then be presented with create your personal model, right? Now, this is a good guide, actually. This is where you drag all of your songs or upload them onto this screen. So you have a maximum of 200, but a minimum of 100 complete song files. The more songs, the better the model matches your musical taste, but training time and credits consumed will also increase. The quality is, if you provide WAV files or FLAC files, that's going to be much better audio quality compared with MP3 files or M4A files. Now, it does cater for both, but just be conscious of that. Again, garbage in, garbage out. You want the best quality that you can get. So I imported all of my WAV files. In terms of the song style, it says the more consistent the song styles you upload, the better the model will capture your musical preferences and tastes. Now, I appreciate I do have quite a unique taste in synth pop music. That's a niche. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but hopefully it demonstrates what this model creates. Now, also, this is the formats that it supports. So it supports MP3, MP4, which is video, WAV format, M4A, and FLAC files. Multiple files can be uploaded at once, so you don't need to put them in folders or anything. You can simply all drag it in. And you must make sure you've got the rights to the content you upload, and then you give it a name, right? And it just reminds you that it takes at least 3 hours to produce this model, and by starting to create your model you acknowledge and agree to the disclaimer. So I did have a look at the disclaimer because I felt that that was important, and this is the disclaimer that as of recording this video, this is what it says. It says, please confirm you fully know and guarantee that the content you upload, input and generate when using this service are legal and compliant, and you have the legal right to use it, have obtained sufficient, necessary and effective legal licenses and authorizations, and have not infringed the rights of others, including but not limited to intellectual property rights such as copyrights, patents, trademarks, and other rights such as image rights, voice rights and personality rights. If the use or release involves violations of laws and regulations, rights, disputes, or infringement of the legal rights of any third party, you shall bear all legal responsibilities. So bear that in mind, guys, because I appreciate that there's a lot of you that may want to just put in music that you're influenced by. You must make sure you've got the right permissions to do so, which is why I've been putting in my own music. So now I'll show you a screenshot of what it's like when you drag and drop all of the audio files in. So you can see you've got a cap of 200 tracks here, and it'll start to process each track one by one, right? And it'll give you the tally of how many it's processed so far. Now there was a couple of tracks that failed, and the reason for that is I believe it was above 240 seconds. Okay, I think it's got a limit of 240 seconds, so just bear that in mind. So this is it generating again and still processing more. And then what it comes up with, it'll show your model on that drop down box there where the models actually are, and it will say that it's in training. And once it's doing that, you know then it's going to start to process that music, and that's the time that you can walk away from it and come back to it at a later date. Then what it says in training, so you know that it's training, it's your own model. And this is what I mean. So you can see here clearly, it does say 4 credits per song. Now when I go to it, it says 2 credits per song. So we've got the model created, right? Now, you can only have one model, so you need to bear that in mind. That's really important. If I select, when I go to create music, if I select instrumental, it doesn't seem to allow you to put in that model, okay? So you need to make sure that they're not instrumental tracks. You could always generate typical tracks with lyrics in, and then you could extract the stems of that if that's what you want to do. And you've got all the same options as you typically would. You've got custom here as well, and of course you can generate via custom. You can still put in reference vocal and melody ideas, I believe, but then in here you can put in your own lyrics. Make sure it's not an instrumental. You can use the generate lyrics if you want to, and it'll start to do that for you. Put in the style and mood. I've left most of those blank. I'll show you in a moment what they sound like. And then you got the song title, and then you click create, and then it's exactly like it typically is with a normal AI model, music model. So we'll have a listen now to some of these just to give you an idea. Now please bear in mind, okay, I've put in a lot of old demos, like 20 years old, 30 years old, so it's going to be a mix. It's not going to be the highest quality. It all depends on what you're putting into the model, but this should give you a bit of an idea. I've got a couple of tracks to play for you. Okay, here we go.
The synth lights are fading slow. No more echoes from the radio. The beats we knew just slipped away.
Bear with me, guys. This is just one example. They do get better.
Like yesterday's forgotten parade. Static hums where melodies once soared. Empty streets where we once roared. The speakers crackle, then they die. No one left to ask me why. I don't hear synth pop anymore.
Now, you might be thinking, oh my God, why does it sound like that? It's because that's how my vocals kind of are with the bass. I don't hear synth pop anymore.
Just the silence at my door.
See what I mean?
Where the rhythm used to shake my floor.
Because a lot of people will be thinking, that's not how I want it to sound. That's me, that's my style, right? That is how it is, right? So let's try another example. This one I thought was a lot better. Challenging Times. I thought this was very atmospheric. Very unique.
The clock is ticking, but the hands don't move. I'm standing still in a world that's spinning loose. Challenging times as my mind, a storm that rages but leaves no sign.
Okay, let's try another one. This one.
Whispers echo in the hollow of my skull, trying to find the light, but the switch is tall. Oh, these challenging times of my mind, a storm.
Right, let's check this one out. This one's female vocals this time. Nice.
Frost is painting on the pane, a silent world.
Now I do have quite a few tracks that have female vocals, so what it's done, it's kind of created its own unique style of a female vocal, so I'm really pleased with this result.
Beneath the grey, footsteps echo soft and slow.
But what it's done, it's kept my style with it, which is what I really like.
Where icy rivers cease to flow, bare trees whisper to the wind, secrets that the snow has pinned.
And what's interesting, and this is where a lot of people get it wrong with AI music generators, right? You put in a load of songs, and the way that the model works, it mimics what you've put into it, right? So this is a brand new track. I've never done that bass line before in any of my previous music. I've never had that style exactly the same with female vocals. So, you know, the chances of getting the same kind of output as what you got at the input isn't likely. It'll combine all of the music in different parameters, and it'll pick and create its own, mimicking that same style. So it's not copying music, it's not repeating music, it's creating its own track based from what you've inputted.
Every breath turns into smoke, a fragile chain cord has broke. Ooh, into silent embrace, holds me in its frozen grace. Time stands still beneath the white, a lullaby for the longest night. Lanterns flicker down the lane, casting ghosts of laughter frame. Moonlight carves its silver creed on fields where wanderers concede. Fireside tales of yesteryears, fading to the crackling fears. Yet the heart still hunts its
I mean, I could do a duet with this. This is so good.
tune beneath the watchful eye of the moon. The stars are veiled, the earth is none, but somewhere spring has sworn to come. Oh, winter silent and
Now what you can do, of course, you can download the instrumental and stem. Okay, so if I do that now, because what I would then do as a musician, I would want to put it into my own DAW, and then I'd want to be able to work with the track. Like I may want to replace some of the synths, I may want to put some more effects on, I may want to re-record the vocals into my style, I may want to layer on my vocals for a duet. So you've got the full flexibility with Mureka with this. So you've got the zip file. If I extract that, you've now got the bass, the drums, the instrumental, the other, the vocals, which is just brilliant, isn't it? You've even got the MP3 and the WAV. And if you want a license, obviously you have to be on a subscription to be able to do this, is you can go on to download and download commercial license, put in your details, click on download, and then let me just bring that up. This is the commercial license for this actual track. So it's all there for what you want, you know. If we have a quick listen, because in my last video I did get someone wanting to check out how good the stems actually were. So let's listen to the bass. I mean, the bass isn't as clean as it could be, but I could certainly tidy that up. Drums. Oh yeah, that's good. I think some effects that would really tidy that up. So this is a full instrumental, obviously without the vocals, so I'm not going to bother with that one. Then you got other. Okay, so if I do check out the vocals now.
World beneath the grey, footsteps echo soft and slow.
Yeah, I'll be honest, it needs a bit of cleaning, maybe a bit of de-essing.
Where icy rivers cease to flow.
But you know, at the end of the day, this is going to save me about 70% of the work, I reckon, to get a finished track. And this is why I feel that the fact you can do your own model on here is really powerful. So now if I have a listen to the instrumental. Like it. Love it. Absolutely love it. I just think it's so good. Something I did want to quickly check actually is how many songs I uploaded. Well, I didn't get up to 200, but I reckon I got up to about 140, I think it was, in total. So it should give you an idea of how many tracks you do need to get that. I mean, it may be that you personally feel that that as its own track isn't good enough, so you may want to work with it. So what we'll do now, we'll quickly generate one, and then you'll get a gist of how long it takes, right? So let's enter some lyrics here. So I'm going to put in, oh, do you know what? Let's have a look at the randomize feature. I don't ever use randomize, but just let's have a look at this. This saves a lot of time. You can have up to 5,000 characters on here. You can optimize them, you can section them out, you can write the next line if you want to. Let's just go with that, use these lyrics. Style. Now, I thought Dark Mysterious worked really well. Let's put in romantic synth pop, but energetic, right? Let's go with female vocals again. It doesn't always do female vocals, just to bear in mind, because one I did, it wasn't female vocals, so just bear that in mind. But to be fair, you know, you got so many credits here when you subscribe. This is the whole point of creativity, right? And I love this agentic style where it tells you what it's thinking about in terms of the model and what it's going to do. So look, it's decided on a 4x4 time signature with around 120 to 128 beats per minute. It's looking at the analog synth that it wants to put in, the drum machine, the bass arpeggio, the sparkling pads. I mean, this is pretty revolutionary because you don't get that kind of information with other platforms. And you can see it's generating, it's already done the artwork for you, and it's just generating that as we speak. So I'll leave it on because I want to give you an idea of how long this takes. There, it's done. So we've got this one, which is 2 minutes 28, and this one, which is 1:54. Let's have a listen to the first one. Do you know what? I think doing demos based on your back catalogue, this is really powerful, you know.
So slow, whispers fade where the cold winds blow.
Whispers fade where the cold winds blow.
Time stands still in this hollow room,
Yeah.
drowning deep in the endless gloom. Fading echoes in the dark, silent screams leave no mark. Every heartbeat drags me down, lost in rhythms I bleed through the window sheets. Memories haunt like a ghostly tune, dancing slow to a dying moon. The clock ticks, but the hands won't move. I'm tangled tight in this endless groove.
I like that. I think that's pretty cool, actually. Let's check the other one out.
Shadows crawl on the wall so slow. Whispers fade where the cold winds blow. Time stands still in this hollow room, drowning deep in the endless gloom. Fading echoes in the dark. Silent screams leave.
Now, I think you may be picking up that there's quite a bit of distortion in some of these tracks. The reason for that, I know the reason for that, it's because you need to have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of tracks to make the audio quality sound really good, and they all have to be good quality songs, right? Don't forget, we're not putting in individual stems on here, right? We're putting in full tracks. So it's doing what it can based on the input. And 100 to 200 songs isn't going to be an amazing, incredible model that's perfect, that you can just click and it's ready for release, right? So you need to bear that in mind with this. However, it goes to what I said before. This is where we are at the moment. It can only get better from now on. It depends what you're putting in on the input, but just bear in mind that it takes thousands upon thousands upon thousands of tracks for, you know, for example, Suno, for that model to be generated. I'm really happy with these results.
On empty streets, the clock ticks but the hands won't move. I'm tangled tight in this endless groove. Fading echoes in the dark. Silent screams leave no mark. Every heartbeat drags me down, lost in rhythms without sound.
Without sound. Love that. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to put in new lyrics about a Rubik's Cube, and we're going to change the style and just see what... In fact, should I just get rid of the style? Let's see what it comes up with, right? Let's take off female as well, and let's just create this. You always need to make sure you're on that model, your customized model, okay? And now it's going to start doing that now. Yeah, 2 credits per song at the moment, so that's pretty cool. So I'll let it do its thing. By the way, if you are interested in platforms such as this, I feature a lot of AI music generator platforms and other music tools for musicians. And make sure you subscribe, give it a like, give me a comment. Let me know what you think. And what I will do, I'll leave an affiliate link in the description. It does help out this channel. It really helps support it. So yeah, give it a go.
Spinning colors in my head, a mystery untold. Every turn, every twist, a story left to unfold. Shadows dancing on the wall, reflections in the light. A puzzle made of rainbows, hidden out of sight. Fingers tracing edges sharp, searching for the key to unlock the secrets you've been hiding from me. Red and blue and green collide, blending into gold. A tangled web of wonder, too complex to hold. Oh, my colorful puzzle heart, spinning in the dark. Every move I make just pulls us more apart. But I'll keep turning, keep the rhythm true, until I find the shape of you.
Very interesting. Let's check out the last one.
Spinning colors in my hand, a mystery untold. Every turn,
Sounds almost like Toya, doesn't it?
every twist, a story left to unfold. Shadows dancing on the wall, reflections in the light. A puzzle made of rainbows, hidden out of sight. edge is sharp, searching for the key
I like the
to
bass.
unlock the secrets you've been hiding from me. Red and blue and green collide, blending.
Where's the chorus?
It just pulls us more apart, but I'll return and keep the weapon true until I find the shape of you. Oh, my colorful puzzle heart, lost in time and space. Every face I see is just a fleeting trace, but I'll keep searching through the shades of gray until the colors show the way. Midnight whispers through the glass.
I really like that track. I think it's really cool. You do have an edit function as well, so what you're able to do is edit it for different countries. I talked about that in the last video. You can extend it, you can trim it as well. You've got audio edits. You can separate any song into individual instrument tracks. You can trim it with precision, extend it. So yeah, lots of different features to look into. And this is the subscription models at the moment if you want to go on the yearly plan, or there is the monthly plan as well. And you get a commercial license for both plans as long as you're paying for them. So yeah, you also does speech as well. So there's so much I could talk about with Mureka, but I just think it's great because it's the first feature that I've ever come across. You can generally influence with other platforms, with AI music generators, with one reference track or one upload, and it'll do a cover or a remix. Not hundreds of tracks with a maximum of 200 and a minimum of 100 tracks. And the fact that this is featured for your own model for just $99 dollars, I think is actually really cool. So yeah, I definitely consider it if you've got a huge back catalogue and you want to create your own personalized model to do that. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye.